Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing a build of mine. It's a dual authorization or a dual shutdown method for a SAM site, so you can fly your helicopters up to your base without being killed by your SAM site. So pretty much how the system works is you have an HB sensor that's placed on a tower outside of your base that is wirelessly connected via a RF broadcaster. And then this toggles a timer that allows you to fly in safely to your base and land. So pretty much how the system works is you have 4 solar panels that are root combined into a medium battery. This medium battery leads into 2 electrical branches. This first electrical branch branches off into an HB sensor that then leads into a block pass through on a blocker. Pretty much how this works is when the HB is turned on, it'll stop blocking the pass through on the right hand blocker, which then allows electrical pass through to a RF broadcaster. This RF broadcaster will then lead into a RF receiver that is powered to the toggle on a timer. The timer will then is also powered by electrical branch and leads into a block pass through on a blocker. So if you go over to this the setup here, it'll block it for 40 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get the gist. It'll stay on for 40 seconds or for however long you program the timer to do. This also works in tandem with an RF transmitter. So if I have this, you'll see it'll switch back on in a few seconds here. Because the timer will then stop, effectively allowing this to turn back on because it's not going to block pass through anymore. See, it just turned back on. The timer is red now. It's no longer activated. And then you'll see here, if I click this, it'll re-toggle it for another 40 seconds. So in other words, you can use both this system over here with the HB sensor, and you can also use an RF transmitter handheld. And so I can show you, I can demonstrate this right now with the helicopter. So you'll see if I fly around over to the SAM site without authorizing on the HB sensor, you'll see that it should be green. It's green. If I go over to this HB sensor and I come close to it as I come in for, it's now activated the sensor. I can now come in for a landing, knowing that my SAM site is going to be turned off. You can see here, you come over to the back, the light on the back is red, meaning that this is an effective setup for you to set up on somewhere. So, in other words, if I have this tower set up, you know, for example, if I'm coming back to base, right, and I'm coming back from oil rig and I'm right off the coast of oil rig or whatever, and I have this tower enclosed with all these components inside, what I can now do is set a timer and figure out how long it takes me to get from oil rig to my base, so that way when I go past that tower I have exactly 2 minutes to go inside my base, and then my SAM site will turn back on. This also works with handheld, like I said. So if you want to manually turn it off, like let's say your friend's coming in from like a different base, they don't know about your authorization towers, or they're not authed on this TC, you can just click this. As well as if you're just, you know, flying back to base and you want to, you know, you have a friend with an RF transmitter, you can also do that as well. It'll turn it off. So it's pretty much dual authorization. and you can set up this tower anywhere pretty much. This works standalone just with RF transmitter, but you can also upgrade this system with an HB edition, which will like pretty much allow you to turn off the SAM as well. So yeah, that's a pretty cool system that I designed.